Yeah, good evening, everyone. Which one I can? Let's start off. Comes on, everyone. Great. So the last thing we did was, we just had an introduction about this vertical circular motion. Let's work on this thing. So consider the deadline for the test is tomorrow evening, 11 o'clock, right? So make sure to give the test before that. Getting it? I think someone was asking what was the deadline. I think they didn't read the message. Anyone who don't have the access, do message me in WhatsApp. You have to register in the link and then you'll get an access. Okay, let's go ahead. With speed u vertically. So if you project with speed u, it goes up and comes down. Actually, it happens on the same line, but for our understanding, I'm just drawing it to the side. The acceleration in the y direction is g downward. At the highest point, we get v0, and this is your h max. So h max is your maximum height from the point of projection. Ay is acceleration in y direction. So if you write the equation, v square minus u square is 2as. At h max, the height, the velocity becomes 0. At h max, the vertical component of velocity becomes 0. So this becomes 0 minus u square 2 minus g. Remember, up is positive, down is negative. And this is h max. So we get the formula h max is u square by 2g. You can also write this thing. A better way is this. This will be useful when you do it in projectile motion. Vy square by 2ay. Vy square is a vertical velocity. Ay is the acceleration in the vertical direction. For now, it is fine, but later in projectile, it will be quite useful. Uy is initial vertical velocity. Have a look at this. Today we'll be focusing primarily on the vertical motion here. Georgia, the test deadline is tomorrow, 11 o'clock. So make sure to give it. The results will be posted on Thursday and new paper will be online on Thursday. So do make sure to give the test. Who is missing?
Would be considered good marks for the test.
Give the test, Siddharth, first.
I gave it.
Gave it. Then you should get 100 out of 100 is good marks. Have patience, no? I'll write the review anyway in this thing. So just resolve the paper. Clear, everyone? Any doubts on this page? Ali, clear, na? Pratyush? Clear? Anshul? Aryan? Clear so far? Dikshita? Clear, na? Great. Next thing. We define time of ascent. This is the time taken to reach H max. And we can write V is equal to U plus AT. So at the highest point here, this will be 0. U is U, A is minus G, and this is time of ascent. So we get time of ascent is equal to U by G. Then we define something called time of flight. This is the total time in air or time taken to reach the ground. So when you project with U, you go up and you come down, your displacement becomes 0 because you have come back to the same level. So if I use the equation S is equal to UT plus half AT square, displacement is 0, velocity is U, time of flight is TF minus half G TF square. So we get time of flight is 2U by G. But be careful, there is a limitation with this problem. This is valid only if you come back to the same level. That means if you throw a stone from a building like this, or if you throw a stone like this is not valid. Don't use the formula here. So this formula 2U by G is valid only if you come back to the same level of projection. If you're throwing from buildings or something, you have to use something else. So these formulas, the 2U by G will not be valid. Not valid if thrown from height or thrown from building. Be careful with that because we have a habit. What's the time of flight? 2U by G. We just don't realize when we can use and when we cannot use. Have a look at this.
Could you repeat H max? It's U square by 2G or U by 2G?
U square by 2G. What did I write?
Yeah, I didn't remember. That's it.
Clear? Next one. A bit of a theory, this thing. Time of descent. So this is the time taken to reach ground from H max. So this can be written as time of flight is time of ascent plus time of descent. So this will be 2U by G is equal to U by G plus TD. So time of descent is equal to U by G. But again, be careful. This is valid only if it is thrown from, if it comes back to the same level. That is because when you use time of flight as 2U by G, this is valid only when you come to the same level. So time of descent also will work for the same condition. Now, if you just actually, put down all the general formulas here, when you throw with speed U, the equations become like this. V is equal to U plus AT becomes Vy. V subscript Y means velocity in the vertical direction, U minus GT. S is equal to UT plus half AT square becomes the Y coordinate, UT minus half GT square. v square minus u square is equal to 2as becomes vy square minus u square is 2 minus g into y coordinate. So vy square will be u square minus 2gy. Like I said, keep the convention simple. Up positive, down negative. Clear? So this is the basic theory of the 1D thing. So let's see some problems on this. Have a look at this page. Any doubts? Anyone not convinced, please ask.
So can you show the previous slide?
Clear? None, Ali? Clear, everyone? Let's see a question. Any doubt so far? Please ask me. This was the last thing we did. Let's do one problem. This will get our basics cleared. So we have a particle projected with 20 meters per second. Goes up and comes down. We take g is equal to 10. So find h max, time of flight, speed and time when it reaches half of maximum height. Find the speed and height at 1/4 of time of flight. Distance traveled. Three-fourth of time of flight. Let's get this. Right. Everyone should try. First one is easy. Keep going. Okay. You should type to the co-host here. .414 seconds. Okay. You can leave the answer in terms of roots, right? Don't worry about this thing. Let's see. First was easy. Distance travel 35, 10 by root 2. H max is u square by 2g, which is 20 square with this thing, so 20 meters. Time of flight is 2u by g, 4 seconds. The second one, find the speed and time when it reaches h max by 2. So basically you are asking when will it reach this level, that is 10 meters. So indirectly what is being asked here is s is equal to ut plus half at square. See, you always have to go back to the general equations. So displacement is 10, speed is 20, time plus half a is minus g t square. You get a quadratic. So this will cancel off. 2 is equal to 40 minus t square. So you end up with t square minus 4t plus 2 is equal to 0. We get t is equal to 4 plus or minus b square 16 minus 8. So 8 by 2. We get 2 plus or minus root 2. Why are we getting two answers?
Yes.
Why are we getting two answers?
The quadratic. So
No, that is fine because mathematically quadratic we're getting two answers, but physically why are we getting two answers?
It will reach that point twice.
Because the ball will pass over that point twice.
Because you what is the question you asked? When will you reach after the maximum height? You didn't tell whether going up or coming down, no? Getting it? So can you tell me which one is which one? Which one is going up and which one is coming down? That 2 minus root 2 is going up. That 2 plus root 2 is coming down, isn't it? That will take more time to come back. And what is the next thing? You're asking for speed. So I will use the equation v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So v square is equal to 20 square plus a is minus 10 and s is also 10. That is 200. So v is equal to 10 root 2 meters per second. Easy? I can't. That is right. Please check. B had any doubts? Saurja, clear with this? Siddharth, clear, na? Finish off C and D. I'll give you a minute. Speed and height at 1/4 of the time of flight and the distance traveled in 3/4 of the time of flight.
can you show the next slide?
Easy was the 15 meter, na? 23 minus 5, 590,
Ali, what you're saying?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Thank you.
clear, no? Mm.
Can you show the next slide for a second?
Third and is easier. What is the third question? Speed and height at 1/4 of the time of light. So 1/4 of the time of light is 1 second. So speed v is equal to u plus at. So v is equal to 20 minus 10 into 1. Height s is ut plus half at square. That will be 20 into 1 plus half into minus 10 into 1 square. That is 15 meters. Easy. What about the distance traveled in 3/4 of the time of light? That would be a good question. What is the distance traveled in 3/4 of the time of light? Okay, I'll give you a minute for that. Any doubts on this thing? ABC, please ask. C is easy, direct substitution. You're right, Lakshika. But if you're wrong, check it out.
Can you
Aryan,
show
you're
D
wrong.
question?
Distance traveled in 3/4 of the time of light record. Find the distance traveled in 3/4 of time of light. Get it, get it. It's a easy basic question. This is. Clear?
E is 5 meter.
Ali, you're talking. I think you need to keep your mic on mute, right? If you're.
Sir, answer, is that correct?
Yeah. What about the D part? Now, see, D part, you have to
Sir,
be careful.
my-
Huh? No.
Is
See, if
my
I'm not
answer for the D part correct?
you guys should stop asking me. Huh? Meaning, if it is there, I'll tell you. If it is not, then you have to wait till I'm going to explain. Because there are too many people typing, right? So this thing just goes up. So it is fine. If you typed it, it is good. I'm seeing the numbers, so don't worry about it. You can just type your answer and leave it. I'll check. Now, what is happening here? The problem what, right? If you try to use the formula directly, S is equal to ut plus half at square. The time 3/4 of the time of light. This will be 3 seconds. So if I use this formula here, I get 20 into 3 plus half minus 10 into 3 square. This turns out to be 15 meters. Now understand, this is displacement. This is not distance traveled. Meaning this guy, now observe this thing, time of ascent is 2 seconds. So T3 will be somewhere here. And the displacement is 15 meters, meaning this thing is 15 meters. And I know the total height is h max. This is 5 meter. And this is 20 meters. So what's the distance traveled?
25.
You went up 20, then you came down 5. This is your distance. So be careful, don't say it is 15. Clear? Check this out. Easy one. Next one. Can I turn the page? Any doubts on this? Great. Next one. We have a particle projected with speed u. It goes up, comes down, hits the floor, and bounces with half the speed. Goes up, comes down, hits the floor, it bounces with half the speed. So every time it hits the floor, the speed becomes half. Again, this all actually happens on the same line. Huh? For you to understand, I'm drawing little to the side. A ball is projected vertically with speed u. After hitting the ground, it bounces back with half the previous speed. It bounces back with half the speed. So every time you hit, your speed becomes half. So then again, you will go back half, and so on. Find the total distance traveled, total time taken, and the average speed. What is the average speed? Total distance by total time. Let's get this thing. Now type the answers. Okay. Right, Lakshika. That is right. Ekansh, that is right. Get the time also. Try others. In case you have forgotten, I will. There is one concept called infinite geometric progression. Just let me brief that up in case you forgot or you don't know that. Whenever you have sum of infinite terms, a into r power 1, a into r square, a into r cube, so on. This is important, comes a lot in physics. So on till infinity. The sum is given by a by 1 minus r. This is a sum of infinite terms where r is less than 1. This is the formula which you need to mug up. Example, if I say s of infinity is 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 square plus 1 by 3 cube, so on till infinity. So remember here, a is the first term and r is the multiplying factor. That is second term by first term. It's a ratio of the nth term and n plus 1th term. Nth term by n minus 1th term. So in this example, a is 1 is the first term. What is r here? Every time it is getting multiplied by what factor? 1 by 3, no? 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. So this s of infinity will be a by 1 minus r is 1 by 1 minus 1 by 3. This is 3 by 2. Means if you add all of this, you get 3 by 2. Are you getting this? This is an infinite geometric progression. This everyone should know. You can put down this formula in case you don't know. This is an important thing. Comes in physics a lot. You will see this at least in 7-8 chapters. Infinite geometric progression. They'll teach you in maths, series and sequences, but till then, a bit. This we have done in basic maths class, but to put it up. Distance, Pratyush, that is wrong. Ekansh, you are right. Lakshika, you are right. Time is right. Siddharth, you are wrong. Just get the average speed, Lakshika. Ho jayega. Others, please check out this thing. Ask me if you're confused.
So could you show the question slide?
Patience. Let others write down. People are copying. Ali, you're wrong. Saurja, you're right. All copied this infinite GP thing? Dikshita, know this thing, right? Aryan, you know this before? Okay. Anyone who doesn't know this thing? Saurja, clear with this? Ali, know this concept, right? Perfect. Chalo, get the question, finish it off. Yeah, you're right. Man, let's see. First thing, when you project it with speed u, you go up and you come down. So what are you traveling here? H max. While coming down, H max. And we know what is H max proportional to. H max is given by u square by 2g, and it is proportional to u square. Means every time the speed becomes half, let's say next time the speed becomes u by 2, your height becomes 1/4. That means now you will travel h by 4, h by 4. Next time when your speed becomes u by 4, again, I'm keeping it to the side to understand h by 16 and h by 16. So, which is nothing but actually h by 4 ka whole square. But okay. Same thing, if you look at the time of flight, which is given by 2u by g. So time of flight is proportional to u. So time changes as a linear function. So if this time of flight is t, this time of flight is t by 2, this time of flight is t by 4, and so on. So if someone asks you the total distance, you have to add the distance while going up and coming down. So that is 2h plus 2 times h by 4 plus 2 times h by 16 and so on till infinity. Take out 2h common, you end up with 1 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 square and so on till infinity. So this is an infinite GP. A is equal to 1 and R is equal to 1 by 4. So if you apply the sequence, you get the formula 1 by 1 minus 1 by 4. That turns out to be 8h by 3. And what is h? H is u square by 2g. So that turns out to be 4u square by 3g. That's your total distance traveled. Please check everyone. Dikshita, that part is right. Similarly, total time will be t plus t by 2 plus t by 4, so on till infinity. Take out t common, you end up with 1 plus 2 by 1 by 2 square, so on till infinity. Again, apply the sequence, you end up with 1 by 1 minus half. That is 2t or 4u by g. And we know average speed is nothing but total distance by total time. So just substitute here. 4u squared by 3g is 4u by g, which turns out to be u by 3. That's your average speed. Please check. So the main thing you should know that sequence there. Any doubts on this? Any step anyone is not clear, please ask. Clear? Anshul, do adjust your camera a bit. I can't see you. Ali, you're there. You vanished. We can't see you. Ali, please come out of the invisible mode. There.
I went to take a charger.
Okay. Now I said the same thing. Siddharth was spreading rumors that you ran away from the class. Okay. Clear? Next one. Any doubts? Orja, got this? Anay, clear na? Dikshita, clear with this? Aryan, got it? Perfect. Can I go ahead? Pratyush, clear na? Let's see. Next one is even more interesting. The next one is a type of a question you can expect in advance. We have a weird planet where the gravity is initially g, then gravity becomes g by 2, then gravity becomes g by 4, the gravity becomes g by 8, and so on till infinity. So for every 10 meters, the gravity becomes half. So for every 10 meters, the acceleration due to gravity becomes half. So first question. If u is equal to 15 meters per second, find h max. Second is a better question. Find u minimum, find the minimum speed so that the particle never comes back. So if you throw with a certain speed, it will never come back. It will just keep going forever. So that it never comes back. We call this thing escape velocity. This minimum speed is called escape velocity. The escape velocity of Earth is around 11.2 kilometers per second. Means if you can throw something with 11.2 kilometers per second in vacuum, it will never come back to Earth, it will escape. Anay, you're doing question or you're busy laughing and happy about something? Please focus on the class. Meaning, I don't know, meaning, is the gravity making you happy? You can be happy, nothing wrong. But I didn't expect gravity becoming half will make you so happy. So let's focus on the class. What happened? Your sister or brother came and started beating you or something like that? Okay, fine then. I have one student in your 12th ka batch. It's a small kid actually. The younger daughter and the kid comes and starts beating the sister in the middle of the class. It is fun to watch them. Let's get this thing. This would be a paragraph question. If u is 15, find h max and find the minimum speed so that it never comes back. Ali, your answer is wrong. The question is find minimum speed. Try everyone. You got 4 minutes. It's a good question, worth spending some time. Anyone is confused what the hell is happening, please ask. Question is clear? Great. Go ahead, you got 4 minutes. Keep going, second part. Remember, you can't use the formula u square by 2g. That formula was derived when gravity was constant. Here g is changing. Ali, that is right. First part is right. Go for the second part, everyone. We have 2 answers for the first part. Others answers. Let me help you with the first part. Now, what is the problem we have? As you're going up, the gravity changes, so can't use. Perfect. But from 0 to 10, gravity is constant, no? So you can use the 3 equations in the region where g is constant, agreed? So you have to split the problem into parts. Wherever the g changes, you can't solve the problems, but you can solve up to that point. So this is what we do. Let's say your projecting speed is u. Let the speed be v1. let the speed be v2, and so on. So we will take for each section the speed. Ali, can you send me a working on WhatsApp? Just take a snapshot and send me a working. Let me check. So here the gravity is g, fair enough. So when I use the equation here, v1 square minus u square is equal to 2as. So this is 15 square. This is 2 minus 10, and the height is also 10. So I get v1 square is equal to 25 and v1 is equal to 5. Did you observe one thing? That means it has gone to the second boundary. So when it crosses the first boundary, the speed is 5. So the final speed in the first boundary is the initial speed in the second boundary. Is that sentence making sense? The final speed in the first boundary is the initial speed for the second boundary. Now for the second boundary, so this is what you're writing for first boundary. First region, you can say. Let's say in the second region, what I will do, I will just check, okay, whether what is the H max? What is the H max formula? V square by 2 gravity. But remember, in our situation, the gravity has become half. This thing turns out to be 25 by 10. That is 2.5 meters now. This is less than 10 meters. This implies it won't go to the third region. So every region you have to check whether it will go to the next region or not. It won't reach the third region. So you know what is happening? So this guy goes up here and then comes back. So in the second region, you will travel 2.5 meters. In the first region, you will travel 10 meters. Therefore, H max will be 12.5 meters. Is this making sense, everyone? Basically, in every region, you have to check whether will you go to the next region or not. So I will do the velocity for the first region. I got 5. I will check for H max. If I got less than 10, means my question is over. But imagine if I had got this thing 12.5 meters, meaning it is going to the next boundary. So again, I will write the equation v1, v2. Again, I'll solve for v2. Again, I will check. Are you getting this? You literally have to check for each boundary and then you see whether it is going to the next one or not. Please check this thing. This is the first part. Ali, I still didn't get your working, right? Can you send it fast? Let me check your working once. Now, the second part of the question, that is the most important question. Every time, remember, advanced, you know what happens? Whenever there's an ask a paragraph, generally the first question is easy. The second question, they'll ask you something little higher. So the question is find the minimum speed so that it never comes back. Now you might be thinking, sir, why doesn't it come back? Try to understand. As you're going up, the gravity is decreasing pretty fast. It is becoming half. So there is a possibility, you know, it is not slowing down enough. So how do you approach that? Try. I'll give another 2-3 minutes. Right, Ali. You got the method right. Perfect. Good.
So in the demo class only you first did this. When I joined,
Okay.
so I remembered how to do.
Chalo, acha hai. At least you remembered. Some people don't remember. How do we do this thing, Siddharth? Now type the answer. Now say, sir, my answer, my answer. I'm waiting. If I give a small rabbit, you guys like to hunt. If I give a tiger, you want to run away. Pratyush, you got the answer. Pratyush, can you send me a working?
And now,
Send me a, yeah, based on a WhatsApp, just a photo. It's a good one. I want to see how you guys approach the problem. Whatever rough you did, you can just send a photograph of that. That will do. Others, answer. Sarja, answer. Aryan, trying. Anay, hope you're giving it a try. And it is good to be happy, but do focus on the class a bit today. Something happened, I know. What happened? Parents bought a cake for you to eat today. Black forest flavor. Red velvet is also fine. Okay.
So double chocolate.
हाँ, double chocolate खाएंगे हम. Next problem होगा double chocolate. Anshul, answer नहीं आया आज. What happened today? Not well. You need to adjust your cam little bit. All we can see is your two eyes. You look like Batman. And that's a good thing, but फिर भी. Aryan, answer. Pratyush भेज दिया? Let me check. Yeah. Yeah, the working is fine. Should I help you? Show you everyone? How do you approach this? See. Dikshita, any ideas? No, start. Chal. Listen to this. So let's say you projected here with speed u. Let the speed be v1. Let the speed be v2. Let the speed be v3, and so on. Basically, it never stops, right? So it will cross all the boundaries. So when you write the equations, we get v1 square minus u square will be 2 minus g into 10. For the second region, you'll get v2 square minus v1 square is 2 minus g by 2, 10. For the third region, v3 square minus v2 square is 2 minus g by 2 square, 10. So on, vn square minus vn minus 1 square will be 2 g by 2 power n minus 1 into 10, so on. Now, if I add all these functions, you'll observe something. This v1, v2, v2, v3, v3, everything will cancel off. On the LHS, you're left only with two terms. Vn square minus u square. Vn is the speed at the nth boundary. And this guy will be minus g is 10 to 200, 1 plus 2 plus 1 by 2 square, so on till 1 by 2 power n minus 1. Since it goes to infinity, or since it never comes back, means you have reached the infinite boundary. Since it never comes back, n is infinity. We'll never write equal to, we'll always write n tending to infinity because infinity is not a number. Have a look at till here. Once you're done this, I think it's over. Have a look at the steps. You know, when these equations get solved, no, there's a name for this in max. Anyone remembers? No, what is it? These kind of functions are called something. Lakshika, what are they called?
Telescoping series.
These are called some telescopic series, it seems. Yep, that is the name. Perfect. Then what to do? Done. I'll just run the page again. So we will get here v infinity minus u square is equal to minus 200. And this guy is 1 plus 2 plus 1 by 2 square, so on till infinity. So we get v infinity square is u square minus 200, and the sum of the series will be 1 by 1 minus half. And that will be u square minus 400. And remember, you never stop. So this should be greater than equal to 0. So u should be greater than equal to 20 meters per second. Ali, you need to do something about your mic, right? It keeps getting on every 5 minutes. And we can hear all weird voices and TV serial ka sound. So the U minimum is 20 meters.
पता नहीं हम on भी नहीं कर रहे तब भी on हो जाता है.
So basically, any speed greater than 20, you never come back. Please check the steps. Clear, everyone? Anyone not clear with the steps, please ask. Easy, got this? Dikshita, clear na now? Sarja, clear? Anay, clear with this? Siddharth, Aryan, Anshul, clear? Lakshika, got this thing? Where did you get stuck? The series part. Calculation. Ekansh, got this? Perfect. Next one, let's see one easy one, then we'll go ahead again. Ali, clear na? Siddharth, clear, right? Next thing. A particle is projected in the air with some speed. A particle is projected vertically such that distance traveled in 5th and 6th second is same. 5th and 6th second are not 5 and 6 seconds. Find H max.
So what is the speed? U?
No, nothing is given.
So is that distance traveled in 5th second or 9th second?
5th and 6th, right?
That 5 is looking like 9.
Okay. I understand you're commenting on my handwriting, so your handwriting is bad. You can say that directly. I do get hurt. I'll give you more tougher question next one as a revenge. Get this thing. Aryan says 125. Anyone else got 125? Yeah, one answer. Anyone else got 125? I don't think it's 125, Aryan. I don't think so. Ekansh, answer for this. Think. I'll give another 1.5 minutes. This would be a proper mains level question. Mm-hmm. 22.5. No, G 10 and 9.8 का problem नहीं है. Or maybe I am wrong, I guess. Wait, maybe you guys are right. I'm doing the calculation mistake, I suppose. No, Aryan, you're right. My mistake, sorry. Aryan, Dikshita, both of you are right. You're right, Aryan. I was calculating something else. Anyone else? We have two right answers. Now, listen to this thing. This thing is more of a logical thing than actually solving it. Try to understand. Now, what did I say? The distance traveled in the fifth and sixth is same. Suppose, example, if the particle is traveling up, if the particle is traveling up, what will happen to the speed? Increase or decrease?
Decrease.
Decrease, right? So, what is the fifth second? Fifth second is 425. And this is t is equal to 6. So, this is the sixth second. Since the speed is decreasing, you will travel less and less distance. So, this is S5 and this is S6. Since speed decreases, S5 is greater than S6, meaning this is not possible. I said they should be equal, so this is not possible. Suppose if the particle is already gone up and it is coming down. Now in this scenario, what happens? So this is t is equal to 4, this is t is equal to 5, and this is t is equal to 6. Means now we are going faster and faster, speed is increasing. So this is S5 and this is S6. So in this case, S6 will be greater than S5. So this is also not possible. Now think about it. There's only one possibility then. Means whatever I asked you, what did I ask you? S5 is equal to S6. Can't happen while going up. Can't happen while coming down. That means the only possibility left is it must be happening while going up and coming down. Isn't it? Means 4 to 5 it is going up and 5 to 6 it is coming down. At this instant, this is the only possibility where S5 is equal to S6. Think of, is there any other way? Either you're going up or you're coming down or you're going up and coming down. Isn't that the only three possibilities? Is this making sense, everyone, logically? That means indirectly, what did I got? I got time of ascent is 5 seconds. Time of ascent is u by g. So from here, I got u is equal to 50 meter per second. And therefore, h max is equal to u square by 2g. You can take g as 10, it's fine. So that would be 2500 by 20, 125 meters. Please check. How did you get 100, right? You took 2u by g is 50. 5, yeah? Time of ascent is 5, na? Flight nahi hai. Yeah. Are you getting this logic, everyone? You can't go up, you can't come down. Then you're left with only one possibility. 1 second you're going up and 1 second you're coming down. 4 to 5 you're going up and 5 to 6 you're coming down. Please check. Aryan did the same. Perfect. Dikshita did the same. Others? Any doubts on this thing? Ali, clear with this? Siddharth, got this? Anshul? Clear, no? Anshul, next time do adjust your camera, meaning it is, I know I'm totally already 2 times this time. Meaning I want your face to be completely seen on the screen. That do adjust. I know you're not comfortably sitting, but fine for today. But next time, do something with that camera. Maybe you can tilt it down or something. There is one guy in your senior 12th standard. When he sits in front of the camera, it looks like he's sitting on a wall and watching the camera. Kabhi dekha? A cat sees from the wall. His view looks like this. He was one of the. Yeah, abhi 12th mein hai. Shaurya karke. Pretty interesting candidate. He does all weird stuff. Let's see. Next one. Recently, I was teaching a medical batch. Ye question tha. I don't know whether I told you this thing. X square plus 2 dx. People do a lot of stunts. Right? I said, what the hell is this? You know what the kid said? Sir, you only told na 2 is a constant, you can remove it outside. I said, yeah, what the hell is this? Yeah, people are. Other than advanced, if you see some, there are medical students do a lot of stunts. Sin A plus sin B. Sin A plus B. You take out the sign common. They do a god level stunts. Clear with this 22. Next one. Any doubts on this? Anyone not convinced? Please ask. Don't hesitate. Sarja, clear with this? Anay? Ekansh, got something? No. Great. Next one. This is a good one. A particle is projected with you. Now our gravity is not constant. G is equal to G naught Y. Y is the height. Y is the height from the ground level. Means the higher you go, more the gravity. G naught is some constant. Initial velocity is u. Find h max. Find h max and time of ascent. This would be an advanced question. So till now we have done questions where g is constant. What if g is changing? So in this thing, right, the higher you go, initially y is 0, ground level pe y is 0. Means there is no gravity. As you go up, gravity will increase. So find h max and time of ascent. Get this? Answer comes in terms of u g naught. This is a proper advanced paragraph question. For your level, at this point of time, this question would be like advanced, moderate to tough. But when you're in 12th, when the portion everything gets over, this will be an advanced, easy question.
So I know
is
how
when
to
you're
solve, but I don't know how to get the limits.
Welcome to life. Try. That's what you learn. It's always like that, Ali. You always know halfway through. The whole point is to figure out the rest. See, you all are growing up so fast. I'm sure in 10th standard, what you did, and after joining for 11th and 12th JEE advanced preparation, you must have seen a lot of changes. School was fun, right? School was a cakewalk. Here
Sir,
it feels
school
like
was a literally fun day. I miss those days. Sir.
once you finish here and go to college, you'll miss these days. Once the college gets or go for a job, you'll miss the college days. So the point is you'll keep missing the past.
No, sir,
That is how being
yesterday
an
was
adult.
friendship day. I missed a lot.
होता है. Chalo, let's do this thing. But it is fun. Trust me on that. It is really fun. It will feel like again school se bhi acha lagta hai. Meaning, if someone has a feeling like, sir, itna hard work kyun karna hai? Meaning, this was my motivation of going into IIT. Every Saturday, Sunday was a holiday. IIT mein every Saturday, Sunday is holiday. May, June, July, 3 months summer holidays. December, 1 month winter holidays. Monday to Friday, 5 days a week, you have 2 half days. 85% attendance compulsory. Matlab, you can bunk 15%. In a year, you have 160 days college out of 365. Bus, 200 days holidays you have in a year. Ready, no other college, nothing will give you this many holidays. On top of it, you'll be staying with your friends in a hostel. You open the door and come out and there are 200 people in the hostel. It is fun. People are doing, you will find all kind of weird and crazy people. That's the best part. It's a place to make pretty good friends. So it is nice. I have one of my friend who is a mechanical engineer who is also a magician. People have very wide variety of talents actually. You'll find quite an interesting group. It is fun. You have a lot of holidays. So why are so many holidays? It is for you to pursue your interest and to do other things. Meaning I am an electrical engineer, okay? But other than that, I learned violin for 2 years. After that, teacher kicked me out because I was not practicing. It's a different story. Right. And then I learned martial arts for 3 years. And my teacher was head of the department, aeronautical engineering. He's a 7th degree Hapkido black belt. So he used to train us every weekend, weekly thrice. I was a hostel runner. I'm a computer gamer. Used to play Counter-Strike and Age of Empires. I had 2 teams. I was a captain. We used to go out and play competitions also. I also used to teach part-time job every Saturday, Sunday. I used to go out for classes. That is how I started teaching in my first year. 2006, I started teaching in my first year of IIT. Right. I did a course on how to make movies. I did a course on how to write fictional writing books. I did a course on how to build ships. You will have time to pursue a lot of things. So main thing is that gives you a lot of freedom, to explore many different things. This is 16 years back a story. Right now, it is even much better. We have more opportunities. Coding camps, this, robotics, and number of things are there. But you need to get in there first. Again, whatever effort you're keeping here, once you get in, you 20 to 30% of the effort is more than sufficient. So that is that. It is worth it. Trust me. And second thing, this 11th and 12th, right? These things, frankly speaking, I'll tell you one thing. Most people, think what? Array, this guy went to IIT, so he's awesome. No, you're wrong. This guy became awesome in 11th and 12th. That's why he went to IIT. So this 11th and 12th is an opportunity for you to become awesome. This is how you start actually. Everyone is in the same boat, after 10th standard, everyone is in the same boat. Everyone is struggling, everyone is suffering. But the point is the guy who doesn't give up, the one who keeps putting a fight and continue working on it, that is the whole point. You need not have super IQ and super genius, but you need to have an extraordinary amount of perseverance. Things will go tough, but you should be able to sustain it. You will keep studying, school mein what used to happen, you used to work hard. This week, Sunday exam mein marks aata tha. Right now, no matter how much effort you keep for a month, even the marks won't improve by 1 or 2 marks. You get frustrated. And trust me, most people get frustrated. And it is quite common. And that's why most people give up. That is where your advantage lies. People give up. But you don't. You keep handling it. Sir, I'm not a genius. That is good for you, actually. Pata hai? Geniuses have a problem. Child prodigies, geniuses have a problem cracking entrance exams or any other thing in life. You know why? Because till now in their life, they never worked hard for anything. And suddenly today, right, there is some problem. You have to put some effort. That guy won't like it. Prodigy ka problem wo hai. I do understand this because I was weak. In my entire class, out of 52 people, my rank used to be always 30, 25, 30 ka beech mein. I'm the only guy who got into IIT. I was never a genius. But bloody hard work. I know. Matlab, I know I'm going to crack the exam. I had that belief. I had that fire. I kept on working. It was tough. It was really tough. But there's no other option. I just keep working. 2020 ka batch. Huh? I don't know how many of you met this guy. Anuj. Whoever has come for that event that day, right? Did you meet Anuj? I think I told you about Anuj. Anuj got 570 rank. IIT Bombay Mechanical 2020 batch. So last is in second year right now. Anuj is a sheer hard worker. Huh? Matlab, this guy was okay, had an average IQ, but not a super genius. But bloody what hard work. Meaning, I'll just give you one example. When I say commitment, now what do you mean by commitment? This guy, 1.5 months before the advanced exam, he calls up and tells me, sir, advanced exam 6 hours ka paper 1, paper 2. By the time I write paper 2, I'm exhausted. I know paper 2 I'm feeling sleepy, I'm tired, I'm not able to sustain, I'm not having energy. What do you think I should do? Then I gave him some weird example. I was planning to tell him something, but I told something else. I said like, Anuj, for a 10-kilometer race, you have to practice 15 kilometers. I made a dialogue like this. And I was about to explain. Then Anuj said, okay, sir, I understood. Karke kept the phone. That is how you're supposed to be in 12th. You don't need my help. You just need a little guidance and you have to figure out your own solutions. So your seniors are always like that. Even when you come to 12th, you'll be the same way. What you want is a little guidance and you need to figure out what works for you. I said, okay, fine. This guy figured out something. He calls me after a week and says that problem is solved. Now it is going very well. I said, what did you do? You know what he said? Every day, 9 to 12, I write paper 1, 2 to 5, I write paper 2, 6 to 9, I write paper 3. My paper 3 goes hopeless. I'm exhausted, but paper 2 ka stamina bad gaya. Now you tell me, how many of you will think I will write bloody 9 hours ka exam in a day? Commitment wo hota hai. I'm telling you, right? When I was preparing in 12th, I had a dream that I forgot inorganic chemistry. I still remember. I woke up in sweat. Meaning exam tha, I failed because inorganic chemistry mujhe yaad nahi tha. Because I'm very bad with names. I can't remember names. I have a lot of problem with that. So chemistry was always a kind of a fear factor, especially inorganic. I woke up at night 2 o'clock. I started revising. Simple thing. Why did you get scared? Because you think you'll forget. Simple, na? Take a book and start revising. And this is not my only story. Huh? You go to any guy who cracked the exam, who succeeded in life, they'll tell you these people were right. They believed they can do it and they were committed to it. Matlab, in life, other than that, they had nothing else in life. That is how they worked. When I was a teacher in Hyderabad, 2012 ka baat tha. In the class, there was a rumor. It is a hostel campus. That night, 2:30, 3 o'clock, someone is doing black magic in the hostel. This was a rumor spreading. After 2 days, it became very high. I said, like, black magic kya hota hai? Matlab, are you doing black magic on teachers or what? Then night ko we went to search actually what the hell is happening. We found it that there is one guy who's sitting in the bathroom and reading chemistry. So like, we called him. I said, "Tu kya kar rahe ho?" Sir, mera chemistry बहुत weak hai, getting it, and I'm worried I might not do it. When the guy was talking, I could remember myself only. But in the hostel, if I switch on the lights, it will disturb everyone's sleep. So I came to the bathroom and switched on the light and studying here. And he's doing that every day. So some guy in his sleep, when he entered the bathroom, this guy was reading inorganic outside loudly or organic loudly. CH3OCOH acetate compound NO2 plus some effect, mesomeric effect. And that guy got scared and ran away and started spreading the rumor he's doing black magic. I said, yeah, don't tell this to chemistry teacher, he will feel bad. Black magic, it seems. So you will find many people like this, right? So telling you seriously, see, you guys are still in the starting stages. If you have not done any work till now, you want to really crack this exam, please start putting work. I'll give you simple instructions every day, right? At least try to spend 4 to 5 hours on study. 1 hour of physical activity, compulsory. Huh? Physical activity is a part of studying. 1 hour physical activity, let that be gym, swimming, cricket, basketball, I don't care. Fight with your brother and sister counts as physical activity. 1 hour. Every day, 4 to 5 hours of study. Chalo, 4 hours ka serious study, 4 hours. If you study for 5, 4 hours ho jayega, plus 1 hour of physical activity, 6 to 7 hours of sleep. This is the compulsory non-negotiable. Now, what to do in that 4 to 5 hours? Every day, try 2 subjects. Let's say today you study maths, physics, tomorrow physics, chemistry, chemistry, maths. Alternate the subjects. 25 questions, 25 questions. Studying meaning solving questions. It is not reading notes, YouTube mein videos dekhna, solutions dekhna. This is not studying. Entrance mein, when you say I'm studying something, it is about the number of questions you're solving. So your daily target is 50 questions per day for 2 subjects. This should be your target. Reading notes is not counted as studying. वो अलग है. Referring notes अलग है. That is not counted as studying. Only when you're sitting and solving questions, it is counted as studying. Number 1, this is the first thing you're supposed to do. Second, stop referring to solutions online. Whenever you solve a question, take a question, try the question for 5 to 6 minutes. In that 5 to 6 minutes, what are you supposed to do? Think about it. Okay, how to do this question? What is the concept involved? How should I approach this? Did I do something like this before? Is there any similarity between questions what I did? It should be like an investigation. You're supposed to think, see, physics, that's how it works. It's like an investigation. You didn't get the question. Totally fine. Leave it. Don't spend more than 6 to 7 minutes. If you're doing something like Eredo or something, 10 minutes maximum, not more than that. Leave the question. Second day, next day, right? Again, try the question for another 2-3 minutes. Trust me, out of every 10 questions, you'll get at least 4 to 5 again if you try, second attempt. This happened a lot with me and a lot of your seniors also. People tell me, it happened with me, you know, next day morning, I woke up, I was brushing and it hits me. Arey shit, I should have done like that. It happens, seriously it happens. It must be like, you know, weird, but it happens a lot. Your seniors tell me a lot, sir, I'm having breakfast and ideas aata hai mujhe. The problems which I couldn't get yesterday, suddenly it feels like, why the hell didn't I do this thing? Second attempt always helps. You know why? Brains don't like when you leave something incomplete. So when you try one day and leave it, right, next day it is subconsciously figuring out what the hell is happening. Trust me, that is very important. You need to do that. After second attempt also you didn't get, ask the teacher. Talk to your friend, ask the teacher, ask a person, don't go online. Because when you go solution online, they will give you the answer. You won't learn anything. Discuss with someone. This is how you solve questions. Trust me, start doing that. 1 month, you'll see a difference. After every class, refer the notes. Make a target 25 questions per day. Agar sir 25 zyada ho raha hai, 20 questions per day. But there should be consistency. There should be a routine. Every day you do the same thing every day, even if it is boring, even if you're sick, doesn't matter. This is how you beat everyone. You need not be a super genius. So continue working on that. Continue working on that. So that is one. Let's get back to the question. Ekansh sent a big message. We'll talk, Ekansh. So first thing, let's see. The problem is what? I can't use my 3 equations because it is not constant. Pratyush, I think you got it right. Ekansh, you got the first part right. Siddharth, you're wrong. Ali, you got the first part. I think first part, some of you got it. So let's see. The problem here is, since the acceleration is not constant, you can't use the 3 equations. So this is what we do. The acceleration in the vertical direction is minus g naught y. So acceleration can be written as v dv by dy, isn't it? If it is not constant, this is how you do. You start with the calculus ka part, minus g naught into y. So you project it with speed, you go to the highest point and you come back here. So at this point, v is 0. So when your speed is 0, you reach h max. Fair enough. So just shift it that side, v dv is equal to minus g naught y dy. Integrate. Integral v dv is equal to minus g naught y dy. Limits 0, u, limits by v. Don't put h max directly. So v is the velocity at a height y. So integrate this, you end up with v square by 2. Limits will go from u to y, minus g naught y square by 2. Limits will go from 0 to y. So this thing will be v naught square minus u square by 2 is equal to minus g naught y square by 2. So this gives you v square is equal to u square minus g naught y square. This is your velocity as function of y. How to use this, we'll see later on. Put a square root. This is your velocity as function of y. Now, at h max, v is 0. So 0 is equal to u square minus g naught h max square. So this is how you get h max. U by root g naught. Check. Now from here, we need to find time. So first have a look at this page. Anyone not clear with this? Please ask. Any step you're not clear, please ask. Time of flight 2 by root g naught. नहीं है कांश. इतना वो integration थोड़ा integration पे substitution we have to use. Did that only. Now from here, how do you approach? Everyone clear with this? Aryan got this now? Lakshika clear with this? Dikshita clear? Anyone not clear with this or not convinced? Sharja, sure? Who is missing? Someone went away. No, all are there. Anai,
I
clear with
got a
this?
calculation error in that h max part. I forgot to take the root of the entire thing. No,
Root important, hai na?
that's why that time also got messed up.
Yeah. Anai, clear with this? Then. So for the second part, we have v is equal to root over u square minus g naught y square. This is a velocity function of time t. Now this integration is a little messed up. So dy by dt is equal to root over u square minus g naught y square. So we get dy by, let's do one thing, take out g naught constant. Then this would be root over u square.
It will be dy or dv.
Yeah, my handwriting is not that bad. दिख रहा है वो, it is y only.
So V का
I'll give you a separate tough paper अलग से. So this minus y square. I'll tell you why I'm writing like that. This is the integration with substitution. If you remember, integral dx by root over a square minus x square is sine inverse x by a. This was done in integration by substitution. There is a notes. Is there another notes? Yeah, this one, page 145. Check this out. Integration by substitution. Dx by root over a square minus x square is sine inverse x by a. Page 145. I'll just send the calculus notes in the group again in case someone doesn't have it. So now if I substitute here, so a ka place mein we have u by root g naught. So this would be sine inverse y by a, that is u by root g naught, is equal to root g naught into time. Zero to time, zero to y. So this turns out to be t is equal to 1 by root g naught sine inverse root g naught y by u. So this is the time taken to reach height y. Now for h max, so when y is equal to h max, time is equal to time of ascent. So time of ascent will be 1 by root g naught sine inverse h max ka value is u by root g naught. So root g naught by u by root g naught, that would be sine inverse 1. Sine inverse 1 is nothing but pi by 2. That is pi by 2 root g naught. That's your time of ascent. That's why I said this is a proper advanced question. It's more of a max oriented, but you should get used to this. Advanced with this is the kind of questions you can expect. And again, I'm telling you one thing. If you have done till here, I think you did a pretty good job. Don't worry about this mathematical part. Don't get scared of this. This is a joke. Next year, when they teach you in maths, you will laugh at this. They will teach you big monsters. But if you have got till this part, this is the physics part. If you have got till this part, you know how to do the question. Don't worry about the mathematics.
That I did it after I couldn't solve it. That's why.
That is okay. That is okay. That you guys will get used to it. Currently, your seniors are doing integration, so you will have these things are pretty basic in maths. But right now, because it's a new for you, it might look weird. So my point is that if you're comfortable till here, I think you got the question. But please do check the steps. Anything you didn't understand or ask, please ask. Anything you're not clear, what we did. Again, look at this step by step. So you have to do a double integration here. Clear? Can I go ahead, Anay? Siddharth, clear? Anshul, clear now? This is one more thing. See, today, let's say we did some 7-8 problems. Tomorrow, you're supposed to take the notes, take a rough paper, without seeing the solution, try the same question again. It is important. You do that every class. See, when you do like that, what will happen? I'll tell you what you guys are doing. You don't open the notes for 1 week. After 1 week, you open the notes and you see these problems. Everything will look new. And abhi pura notes revise karne ke liye, you will spend another 2.5 hours. You're actually wasting a lot of time. But if you do this notes tomorrow only, it won't take more than 15 minutes. you need to refer your notes on daily basis. Again, all three subjects, maths, physics, chemistry. I'm not talking about only physics. Studying only physics will not give you a rank in advance or mains, anything. You need to balance your subjects. So be careful with that. Do always maintain your subjects. Instead of getting 100 out of 100 in physics and getting 10 and 10 in other two subjects, I would prefer 360s. What matters is your overall score. If you find your physics is weak, spend more time on physics. If you find maths is weak, spend more time on maths. It should be that way. If you keep doing things which you like, important things will not get time. Next one. Let's say we have a building. The building. Another building. 3 buildings. All have same height h. So the first building, you dropped a stone with speed 0. Second building, you throw a stone with speed u upward. In the third building, you throw a stone with u speed downward. Find time of flights. Find time of flight and relation between them. You need to mug up this result. Direct question in mains and bits. 3 particles are dropped, thrown up, thrown down. Time of flights are T1, T2, T3. Find the relation between T1, T2, T3. Straightforward result. Find time of flights and relation between them. Get this. You're getting the quadratic. Solve. No? If you get a quadratic, you have to solve. Give me the answer in terms of u and h and g. Solve. I want the things for this because we need to find a relation. You'll get the answer in variables. Everyone should try. Think for a minute. I'll show you something. Then I'll give you 1 2 minutes more. First one. Now, before that, just let me show you something data here. Lakshya, that's the result. Now, let's see. Tell me one thing. For the first case, what is the displacement? What is the displacement? Remember, up positive, down negative. Don't forget the sign convention. Minus h. Agreed? For the second case, what is the displacement? Minus h. Because this is the initial point, this is the final point, isn't it? I don't care how you go. Displacement is final minus initial. Final is the ground, initial is the point of projection. For the third case, minus h.
Plus.
Are you getting this? It is always minus h. Up positive, down negative. Your displacement is what? from here to here, right? Right, Pratyush? All sure? Then what changes? What is u here? 0. What is u here? Initial velocity plus u. What is initial velocity? Minus u. What is the acceleration? Minus g. What is the acceleration? Minus g. Again, up positive, down negative. Keep the convention simple. This is the convention we'll use throughout the mechanics for the next 10, 11 chapters. Up positive, down negative, right positive, left negative. And then let this time of flight be t1. This is what you have to find. Quadratic equation minus h is equal to 0 minus half g t1 square. So t1 is root 2h by g. This is again a decent result to remember. You can use this whenever you're dropping from a building. And for this guy, you get minus h is equal to ut2 minus half g t2 square. You get a quadratic here. Half g t2 square minus u t2 minus h is equal to 0. And this equation would be minus h is equal to minus u t3 minus half g t3 square. So this would be half g t3 square plus u23 minus h is equal to 0. And this root would be t2 is equal to u plus root over b square, that is u square minus 2gh by g. T3 would be minus u plus root over u square minus 2gh by g. Check your times, everyone. I know
By
scribbled a bit.
G by 2, right?
Which one?
The second and third, because half G.
हाँ अरे फॉर्मूला में 2 है ना डिनोमिनेटर में गॉड.
Oh, okay, okay.
All clear with this? Now, if I combine all these results, if you multiply here T2 into T3, you get U plus root over U square minus 2GH by G into minus U plus root over U square minus 2GH by G. You end up with minus U square plus U square minus 2GH. I missed something here. This is plus actually. That is plus in the middle. U square will cancel. You end up with 2h by g. This is nothing but t1 square. Everyone should mark up this result. T1 square is t2 into t3. It came directly in main one-third wise. Straightforward result. Then this t1 is the time when you drop it from 0.
But 2gh by g is a 2h, no? So that should be g square, no? That's nice.
T1 is the time when you drop from rest. Do have a look at this, quite an important result. So main mistake what people do now, they think when you throw up displacement is plus. Displacement is initial to final. That's what it is. Please check. Clear? Next one. Everyone, can I go ahead? Anay? Sarja, clear na? Aryan? Perfect. Last one for the day. we have a rocket starting from rest. Has acceleration a is equal to 2 meter per second square for first 5 seconds. Then a became 4 meter per second square. If you ever observe a rocket, right, once the fuel gets over, they eject the parts. So actually mass decreases. A is equal to 4 meter per second square for next 5 seconds. Then engine shuts off. Then the engine ka thing is gone. Find the total time the rocket is in air, or find the time taken for the rocket to reach the ground after the engine shuts off. Now, there's one thing I want to tell you here. Listen carefully. When you say the acceleration is 2 meter per second square, now understand gravity is there. The meaning of this is inclusive of gravity. This includes gravity, meaning the engine is so powerful, it is opposing gravity and going with 2. That is, if gravity was missing, now suppose if there was no gravity, the rocket would have gone with 12 meter per second square. If gravity was missing, the rocket would have gone with 12 meter per second square. But because gravity is there, 12 minus 10 gets cancelled and remaining 2, it is going up. Are you getting this? So every time, anytime someone says, right, the rocket ka acceleration is 2 meter per second square, it is including gravity, net is 2 upward. Is this clear, everyone? The rocket engines are so powerful, they would have generated 12, but gravity cancelled 10, so it is going up with 2. Finish off, last one for the day. Total time. Okay, try. Can't try. I don't think you'll get a good number, but yeah. Anyone who didn't get the question scenario, please ask. I'll explain again. Question is clear. You got 3 minutes. Lakshika, 3 plus root 34. That looks right. Yeah, I think it is right. 10 root 3, 4 plus 10. I can't show plus 10 nahi aayega, but rest is right. No, Pratyush, that is think that is wrong. Root 34 aega. You forgot a 2 somewhere in the square root. Let's check it out.
Yes, so 30.
So if you check your diagram now, you will see it step by step. See. So initially rocket ka speed was 0. This is t is 0. At t is equal to 5 seconds, the rocket would have gained some speed. How much? V is equal to u plus at. And remember, acceleration was 2 meters per second square. So this thing would have gained a speed of 2 into 5, 10 meters per second. And what is this height here? Ut plus half at square, that will be half a 5 square. So it has gone 25 meters high. Then from here, it will go for another 5 seconds. So here the final speed will be initial speed 10 plus now the acceleration has become 4. That will be 10 plus 4 into another 5, 30 meters per second. And this distance would be s is equal to ut plus half at square, that is 10 into 5 plus half into 4 into 5 square. That would be 50 plus 25 to 50 meters. That is 100 meters. So the whole question has become like, you know what, at this point, the engine shuts off. The whole question has become as if you have a building of height 125 meters. Isn't this the question how it looks? And you're throwing a particle up with a speed of 30 meters per second. That's how the rocket will behave. Once the rocket engine shuts off, the gravity G will come back into the picture. It will just fly up. See, when the engine shuts off, it won't stop immediately. Because of the velocity, it will continue to go up and then it will turn back. So this would go up, come back and land on the ground. Isn't this how the question looks? It looks similar to a problem where it is thrown from a building. Then using the equation s is equal to ut plus half gt square. S is minus 125. Remember negative. Don't forget that 30 into time minus half gt square. So 2s are 5s are get t square minus 60 plus 25. So t is equal to 6 plus root over 6 4 b square na 36 minus, did I mess up something? Yeah, minus 9. B square 36 plus 4 into 25 is 100 by 2. That would be 3 plus root 136. And that is 34, I guess. Check, that's your answer. 3 plus root 34 seconds. Please check the steps. So first thing I'm telling you, most of you don't draw diagrams. That's the problem. Draw a diagram, clearly see. Understand what is happening step by step. 0 to 5 seconds, you're accelerating with 2. Find the speed, find the distance traveled. From 5 to 10, acceleration changed. So again, do it as a second part. Get the final velocity, final height, and finish it off. Once the engine shuts off, the whole system behaves as if there's a gravity of 10.
Sir, I took the final velocity as 0 because this engine got shut off. That is why I got wrong.
No, when the engine shuts off, why will you? It's like, Anay, when you are going on a cycle, if you stop pedaling, will your speed become 0 suddenly?
Oh no.
You will still maintain that speed, right? So that is how it is.
Okay, sir.
Clear with this, everyone? Any doubts on this? Please check. Great. Okay, that is one. So there is one thing I wanted to discuss. Actually, next Monday, right? There is something which I need to attend, and I won't be able to take the class on Monday. So instead of that, I was planning, can we have a class on Sunday? Are you guys free in the, I don't know, maybe morning, evening? Free in the evening?
No, sir. Sunday. Sir, I have a test on Sunday. Like,
What time?
first I'll have from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock and then 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
Okay, after that you're free, right?
Yeah, I'll reach home by 6 or, yeah.
Okay. So just for one day, right? Just for this thing, because Monday you won't have a class. Monday you can chill out. So we can start little late anyway, 7 to 8:30. I just stay for 1.5 hours on Sunday evening. This is instead of Monday only for this week. Will this work for everyone? Anyone has any objection? Please tell. Don't hesitate. All sure? Anshul, Aryan, clear na? Anshul, okay with this time? Dikshita, Anay, okay with the 7 o'clock, right? By then you will reach. Dakshika, clear na? So Friday we'll have the class as usual, normal time. We will have this week on Sunday instead of Monday because I don't want to cancel the class. And we're already a little lagging a bit. We will catch up, but and that is a plan. Later on, I'll take up more classes, till we catch up with the portion with your pace and whatever chapter is going on. So just keep this in mind. I'm giving you a 1 week before notice, so you can plan for that. So we'll have this week on Friday and Sunday. Okay, so we'll wrap up for today. Make sure to write the test tomorrow night. 11 o'clock is a deadline. And I'll see you on Friday, 8:45. We'll continue from here. So do make sure to go through today some problems. We did some good ones, especially calculus based. We will do more on the next class. So next class we'll finish off with 1D vertical thing, and maybe we'll do projectile a little intro. So any doubts, anything, please stay back or else you're free to leave. So take care, stay safe. I'll see you on Friday, 8:45.